Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to create this additive pipe feature. That's the name of this feature. And when I use the mouse over here, it is described as sweep a selected sketch along a path or other profiles. That means we can use a sketch here and a sketch here and a sketch in the middle, for example, and we can sweep these two sketches along a path that is done as well with another sketch. So let's dive into it. Okay, let's start with a sketch. First of all, we start with a circle here, which has a diameter of 30 millimeters. Yeah, let's draw a line through it. And to make this line coincident with the center, we trim away what we do not need. Okay, we need the distance here to the center. That should be 100 millimeters. And we add some radius here. Let's give it a dimension. For example, 1, once again 1, and we have to give it a dimension to the center, 100. Okay, that's fine. And let's do another sketch here on the other side. I could use the mirror function, but sometimes I expect modifications, so I like to separate these two sketches. So again, a circle here, 30 millimeters. I go through that circle with a line, bring that line perpendicular to the center of the circle, and then I trim away what I do not need. And let's give it some radius here, some fillets. And let's dimension the guy. 1, 1, and it should be 100 millimeter to the center as well. Okay, so that's my second sketch. Now I need something here in the middle with a different profile. The thing is, I want to have a design feature in the end. The goal is to show up an interesting surface, an interesting body. That's why we need another sketch here in the middle. And we bring in here a circle, for example, of 15 millimeters. And the distance to the base should be, for example, 25 millimeters. Okay. Yeah, I checked the body again. Let's do it 15. So what we need as well is a path or a sketch for a sweep. So let's do this as next. We'll use a XZ plane. And what I now like to do is I like to use this edges here as a reference. That gives me a point. Here it gives me a point. We created this external geometry here, and now let's see what we can do with that. Yeah, I bring up a line here, 15 millimeters and 90 degree. And I bring up a line here, 15 millimeters, 90 degree, okay. And we make a connection between these two lines. Some auto constraints were removed, okay. And let's bring in a radius here. We can bring in another radius here, and now we dimension our guys here. 10 millimeters and 10 millimeters. Now the sketch is fully constrained, wonderful. But you see, we do not have any connection here to this guy. That's the reason why we have to modify this. I think the distance here should be 25. Yeah. Okay. We close this here. Now it looks like we have everything we need for the additive pipe feature. So let's do it. We have some valid sketches here. But I like to select this one before we start, and now let's see what happens. Yeah, this is my object sketch here, the first one. We ignore this here, and the path should be this one here, and as soon as I select the path, Freecad is doing this sweep along that guide. But we have some other information here to bring in, and that's why we have to select the multi-section here and add the other two sections, this one and this one here. And now, as soon as I select all the sections, the body will be created. You confirm this here. Yeah, and this is a nice design feature, which could be, for example, a door handle for a cupboard or something like that. That's used in the furniture industry. The nice thing about the parametric modeling is we can go into the sketch that we designed, and we can modify here the constraints. For example, what do we have here? 30 millimeters. Let's see what happens. We make this 35. Yeah, wonderful. And it gives us a completely different design here. Okay, let's do that with this sketch as well. Now let's see, constraints. For example, we use this sketch and go here on 40. Yeah, that's cool. Or we make this in the middle here, this guy, we make it 25. Wow. That's a cool feature to create design bodies. So thanks for listening, and see you next time.